Hi guys, so today's video is going to be about what I did for my birthday. I've got a couple of requests about what my husband and I did, so I thought I would do a little video about that. So my birthday was on March the 5th, so Saturday, and I slept in a little bit, then I went out to a lovely brunch with my husband at this little diner that we never heard tell of before, that when my husband was looking at new places to try out, he found and was like, hey, I'll take Nicole there on her birthday, which was pretty cool. And then when we were done there, we went to an auction house, which we had never been to before, and we were looking at some of the full leather furniture that was coming up for auction on the Sunday, because we do need to replace our living room set when we move. And we've learned from having if you go to Lazy Boy, they'll give you like a cube. It's like about this big, so like a foot by maybe 3 feet, and you set it somewhere in your room to see if your animals will react to it, will care about it. So the real, like actual pure leather, they didn't even care. They didn't scratch at it, not even once. So to buy coach, we want to get a recliner coach and a recliner chair, or a recliner love seat, one or the other. I'm going to be getting a recliner chair, double, a 1.5 chair recliner for my office when we move. But for our living room, we're looking at getting a coach and a love seat, and we were talking, just happened to be talking to our builder about that, and he said, did you know that there's this actual auction house that does, they auction off all of like show home furniture. So it's never really been sat on. It's been in a builder's show home, and now that they don't have that show home anymore, it can't be sold as new because it's not new, because people may have sat on it, and they can't take it back because people may have sat on it, so they end up sending it to be auctioned. So like a $5,000 piece will go for like, could be like $800, $900, $1,000, even $2,000. Like, you usually get stuff at least 50% off. So we went to check that out, which was pretty cool. And the stuff that we wanted that was coming up that Sunday on the 6th, we didn't get. We were outbid, but we did get the feel of being in an auction house, which we had never been in before, which is cool. And we've actually went a couple times since to look at stuff, and you can look at stuff online. And now that we've went and sat in it, if the same style comes up online, then we know we would want that one, opposed to when you just look at it online, you've never sat in it, you don't know if you like it, that sort of thing. So we did that, and then we went and did some shopping. My husband did some shopping for work, and I did some looking around on spring, summer clothes. Now that I'm starting to lose weight, kind of getting an idea. The one thing that I did buy was new black flats, which I can actually show you. I forgot that they are right here. So if you've seen a couple of my videos where you have seen my shoes, they're just plain black flats by Dexter Flex Comfort, and so they're always just like this. This one's a little bit stretchier, a little bit more of a ballerina shoe, but it's the same basic thing. But usually I don't have this decal on the front, the bow and the decal. It's usually just plain there. And here is like a shiny color, and I've had that same pair for, I'm going to say, probably 5 years. I keep replacing with the same thing, but they didn't have the exact same thing in size 11 because I got big feet, so I got those ones. The other two things I got for my birthday is I'm going to be ordering a print to go into my office from this amazing website. It's Iris, Grace paintings.com, and they're done by a 6-year-old over in the UK, which just blows my mind that a 6-year-old can paint this well. But she's non-communicative, and she lives on the autism spectrum, and she was introduced to painting about 2 years ago as a tool to be able to communicate, be able to get her emotions out. And all the paintings are abstract, so it's not like pictures, but they're just, and it's not abstract like Dolly where it's like, you know, a clock misformed and stuff like that. You guys have probably seen our Dolly painting that has that, which is amazing. So it's not that type of abstract. It's like watercolor abstract, so it's just all different color, just all intertwining with each other. And my husband didn't know which one to buy me because there's like 30. So her and her parents have the originals, and then they just make prints and they sell them from the UK where she lives. And we're gonna probably get a bigger one for in our house somewhere. We just don't know about the color scheme quite yet. But my room, surprise, surprise, is gonna be a purplish. I have purplish tones, and I think I'm going to actually have a purple focal wall in my office. And so I want to get one either in the purple spectrum, the light pink spectrum, or the light blue spectrum. So there's quite a few of them, so I haven't decided which one, and my husband didn't know which one to get, so he didn't order it, and I actually haven't ordered it yet. Getting some friends to look at it and let me know which one they like the best. So if you want to go to Iris Grace, GRACE paintings.com, and comment below the name of the one you like the most. That would be amazing, and so I could have some of your input as well. That'd be really cool. So I get that, and also my ring. I've talked a couple times about I'm going to replace this ring here, which I've had for 15 years. The claws are breaking. I've got it replaced a couple times. This is one of the first pieces of jewelry that my husband gave me, and back then we couldn't afford to buy, you know, warranty or anything like that, so I've got it fixed out of pocket, and it's just starting to get to the point that the clasp is just getting too expensive. So I'm going to replace it with an amethyst ring, because I now have this, which I got for my anniversary. And I have these, which I got for Christmas. So I'm going to replace this with an amethyst ring. And then probably when we do our 10-year wedding reunion, we're going to, renewing of our vows on 10 years. Going to do it back home. I can get a third ring to go with my ring set, but I think I'm actually going to get a heart amethyst and replace my ring set completely. So we went and we were looking at those as well, because I need to get it in white or yellow gold, which I want to get it in white gold because these ones are, and online you can only get it in stainless silver, like dipped in white gold, which I can't have because I have too much acid in my blood. So we went and looked at that, went shopping for some clothes, and I got my shoes. And then we went, where did we go? We went out to this fancy tea house. I love teas. He took me to this fancy tea house, which is expensive, but really, really good. And then we went to supper at this place called, Finn McCool, sorry. I got to have a lamb dinner, which was awesome. I would eat lamb a lot more, but I find it very difficult to cook. And my husband can barbecue it, but my husband doesn't like it. So it's kind of hard to, you know, yes, I eat chicken all the time, chicken or turkey, but he likes chicken or turkey. So if he doesn't want to have a steak or pork chop or whatever, he can just have chicken, and we just make a bunch of chicken. But with lamb, he doesn't really like it. So it's two separate meals. So that has to be a pain in the butt. So I got to have a lamb dinner. And then there was a Scottish pipe and drum band from one of the high schools here in town, which is really cool. They were playing there for a fundraiser. And that was really awesome because that reminded me of being home, because there's lots of pipe and drum bands back in Newfoundland. And then we went to one of our favorite grocery stores that has an in-house bakery and got these little tarts. It was like shortbread on the bottom, and then custard, and then fruit in it. And mine had blueberry, banana, and kiwi, and my husband had blueberry and strawberry and raspberry, I believe. And that's what we had as my birthday cake, because most birthday cakes I cannot eat. So we did that, and then we came home and just watched movies. It was just very low key. I spoke to Sorry guys, so that was actually my Grammy giving me a call. I had called her earlier and she didn't answer the phone, so she was calling me back. Yeah, so I just had a very quiet birthday. Spoke to my grandmother, spoke to my dad, spoke to a couple of friends, a couple of my sisters, got a few emails and texts from some friends, got lots of love on my personal Facebook page. Yeah, I was just very low-key. I mean, a lot of times my husband does a surprise for my birthday, which I love. I love being surprised, but it was nice to just have a low-key, just like the two of us sort of deal. So yeah, that's what I did for my birthday. If you have any questions, please leave them below. If you check out that website, please leave below which one you liked. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys real soon in my next video. Thanks. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.